And we're back to our next episode of LeChuck's Revenge. So gather your wits together, let's play. Alright. Now we looked on the beach. Let's look at the cemetery real quick. Let's just take a gander. Yes, it is a cemetery, but I don't think there's anything here we can use. Peninsula, that's where the ship is, and that's where that ship is kind of anchored, because Largo won't let anybody leave the island. So we gotta find a way to get rid of Largo Legrand. Well, he already left behind something of his body. So let's go into the cartographer and see if he's got a piece of paper we can use so we can extract it. Pick up pile of paper. There we go. We didn't even have to ask him. We'll just leave Wally to his cartographing. Let's go to the hatch and get some of that spit. And we're going to use the paper with the spit dripping down the wall. Ew, yuck. So now you have a glob of spit on a piece of paper. Now, we need something of the threads, something of his head, something of the dead. Well, let's just take a look. Now, Largo is staying right here in the inn, so all we gotta do is find a way to get in there by opening that door and seeing if we can go inside of it. Hold it right there! I told you, no going up there! Mamma mia, la 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 la. Okay, so we gotta get rid of this guy now. So how do we do that? I have no idea, but I'm sure we'll find it up here. Look at the box. There's something in there. There's a nice box. Open the box. And look at the box. Nice box. Alright, well, I know we're gonna need this box, so the only good way to catch that rat is to use this stick with the box. Now we're gonna use this string with a stick. But the rat isn't going for it. Maybe we need to bait the box. Well, let's just leave everything here. Let's see what we got. There's a bucket there. It's just a bucket. Hey, leave that alone. Sorry, is this your bucket? Well, no. So you won't mind if I take it? I guess not. So now we got a bucket. Yay. Alright, first of all, we need to find something that rat likes to eat in order for him to get into the box. Let's see. Let's see if we can find something over here in the kitchen. Walk to the window. That's how you can get into the kitchen. Okay, well, there's a knife there. We could probably pick that up. Yep. So look at the vichyssoise. It's a cold potato and leek soup. Yuck. I never had vichyssoise before, but anyway, whatever floats your boat there. Let's look at the canned goods. It's all cans of fruit cocktail. Does everybody eat fruit cocktail in this game? Sure bet they do. Well, the rat won't want any fruit cocktail. Look at the cook. He looks really into his cooking. Yes, he does. Well, I don't see anything we can use. And that's the entrance to the bar. We can't really go in there. And that's the only thing I see is that knife. So, I don't think there's anything in the kitchen that rat can eat, but at least we got a knife for our troubles. Let's pull a little dirty prank. Alright, we're gonna use... No. Never mind. No, we, can't really use that on that. I remember. Alright, let's see. Well, actually, let's go in here real quick, because didn't we see food in that alligator's bowl that he's not eating? It's just looking really fierce. Let's look at the alligator. Isn't that cute? So now we're gonna use, or actually pull, the rope. It's securely fastened. No problem, we got a knife. Use knife with the rope. Set it free. And there it goes. Hey! How'd old peg biter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else. Okay, now we're gonna look at the bowl and find that the bowl is filled with cheese squiggles. One of my favorites, too. So let's pick up the cheese squiggles. Now, cheese, rat, figure it out. Let's go back up here. Now, we're on a quest. The quest is called Get the Cook Fired. Because he's making vichyssoise, and no pirate in the world wants to eat vichyssoise. Use cheese squiggles with the box. There we go. Now pull the string when that rat gets up to it. Pull it. There you go. You got him. Now pick up the box. Won't fit in my pocket. Okay, open the box. Pick up the rat. Now, let us head on out of here. Now we're going to play a little game called Get the Cook Fired, so that we can actually have some credit drawn by being an employed person. Okay. Now, while the cook isn't looking, we're going to use the rat in the vichyssoise. Good thing this is a cold soup. Now we're going to leave through the window and go down the hatch. Now let's talk to the barkeeper. Ask what their daily special is. Excuse me. Yeah, boy. Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred. Ha 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 ha. Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead. I'm old enough. Look at my beard. Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it. It's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as the stuff grown-ups drink. Right on. Wait, what am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry. Rats. Of course, if you had some ID... Who is this Kate person you mentioned? The courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents their ship out. Does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side. How's the stew tonight? Stew? Oh gosh. We only serve gourmet chilled soups here. In fact, our new cook had been working all day on a very special vichyssoise. Let me go see how she's doing. How's the vichyssoise, Bernard? Excellent, sir. Once you have a taste. I think I will. Oh my God! What kind of demented recipe book are you using? You're fired. But, sir... Out! Get out of my sight.
This is the most disgusting, filthy mess I ever seen in my life. Look at all that hair. And what's this stuff? How am I going to get rid of this junk? Well, here's your soup.
I'm not really that hungry anymore.
Dang. Hey, can you cook?
A little.
How'd you like a career in the fast-paced world of pub food cuisine?
Are you saying there's an opening in the kitchen?
Yeah, you interested?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Great, the job is yours. Here's a week's worth of wages. Now go strap on an apron and get to work.
Okie dokie. Alright, now, there's no work to be done around here anyway because there's nothing for us to do because the vichyssoise is now Vichy Rat. A rat's been swimming in it. So let's go ahead and leave here because there's nothing we can do anyway. And go back down to the hatch and get ourselves fired. At least we got a week's worth of pay that is non-refundable.
You're supposed to be cooking.
Went out for a smoke.
Nice try, but not good enough. You're fired.
But at least we got 439 pieces of 8 now. Excuse me.
Yeah, boy.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya. Alright. Now, we do have a shovel, so we could actually get something from the dead over in the cemetery. Largo's sure to have some buried relatives out there. So let's see if we can head out to that cemetery and find something of the dead. We'll be doing that in the next episode of Let's Play Monkey Island 2: LeChuck's Revenge. Tune in next time, won't you?